11 things you need to know before you come to Thailand. Now, number one on my list of things you need to know before you come to Thailand is thinking that you're gonna get tricked into going with a ladyboy. It's a common stereotype when people think that you might meet a girl on a night out and then maybe things kind of escalate into going home together, and all of a sudden she whips out something which you wasn't expecting. Now just know that this never really happens in Thailand. Ladyboys are just like anyone else, and they are just as honest as anyone else. We got ourselves a lovely pad thai, and this was only 50 baht. At the end of the day, no one wants their time wasted. So if you get down to business and all of a sudden she reveals that she's a ladyboy, you're maybe not going to be impressed, and then you're going to want to call the night there. She's then just wasted hours of her time, which just doesn't happen. They will be honest beforehand and you will be told. So if you're coming to Thailand and you're worried about that scenario happening, trust me, it probably will never happen. So the second point is access to Western food. I'm someone, I hate spicy food. I'm getting used to it. I am pretty much a baby. And also seafood. I hate seafood. It's a lot of Thai cuisine, but the access to Western food here, really, really easy. You will pay a little bit more in comparison to Thai food, but when you compare it to your home country, still really cheap. So the third thing you need to remember is whatever budget that you have, add about 20 to 30% more on top of that. Thailand is a very, very cheap country when it comes to most things, but there is certain things out there which are very expensive. Like I found sun lotion was around about £12 per bottle, and back home it would be about £5. The price of dairy is very expensive. Gym memberships are always around about £40 to £50 per month, which is more expensive than a lot of gyms back home. And nightlife. The bars are very, very cheap, but as soon as you step into the clubs, the prices resemble back home and can get quite expensive for a night out. I interrupt this video just to ask you, if you've been to Thailand before, tell me something which you wish you knew before you come here. Or if you've never been to Thailand before, leave a comment down below as something you're potentially scared of or worried about. Let's debunk these myths. Let me know your thoughts, because it could help me along with others. Now, while I'm here, the next point is if you're coming to Thailand and you want to drive a motorbike, then you have to get yourself an international driver's permit. Now, these are really, really easy to get in the UK. You just go to the post office, takes 5 minutes, it costs £5. There is police stops everywhere in Thailand. Every offence is around about 500 baht to 1,000 baht fines. So get yourself one of these, it takes 5 minutes. Number 5 is that hostels aren't as bad as you think. There is a lot of bad stigma about hostels, that things might get stolen, they're dirty, smelly, the kind of toilet facilities are never going to be good. But hostels have come a long, long way. I used to think this myself, but then when I actually experience hostels nowadays, they are actually really nice and very, very good for your money. So if you're thinking of traveling on a budget, then don't shy away from using a hostel from time to time. Now, the next point you need to remember when you're coming to Thailand is don't cheap out on accommodation. Obviously, following on from my last point about hostels, now if you're staying here long term, 6 months, 1 year, do not cheap out. You can perfectly get something for 6,000 baht a month here in Pattaya, but the quality compared to that, to going to 9, 10, 11,000 is going to be huge. The extra like 3,000 baht a month or so that you'll spend on accommodation, it'll be so worth it. The amount of problems that you'll avoid, the amount of hassle, trust me, It's the one thing that I would recommend when you come here. Do not cheap out. Now today has been a long day, but before I go to bed, I'm going to move on to my next point. So before you come to Thailand, don't worry if you forget anything. The local stores like 7-Eleven, Family Mart, Big C, they have everything you could possibly need. So the 7-Eleven next to my condo, you're seeing right now the amount of stuff that they have, very unique stuff as well. So anything you would need, trust me, they have it. Because when I first come to Thailand, it just gives me terrible anxiety coming all the way over this side of the world and forgetting stuff. But don't worry, everything is catered for here. It is getting late, but there is 4 more points I have to explain which you need to hear. So on to the next day. Too early. Much better. Let's go. Number 8 on my list of things you need to remember before you come to Thailand is travel insurance. It's so obvious, but there is a real life example here. A YouTuber named Welsh Boy Webby. He come under a little bit of bother when he collapsed in a bar, had problems with his heart, and basically the bills and everything was going to cost so much, and he couldn't be operated on or have any work done here in Thailand, so he had to fly back home to the UK. And basically when he arrived back home, the doctors were like, I don't know how you survived the journey. So that was a potentially life-threatening situation that could happen to anyone. Wow, look at this. This is a ham and cheese baguette. So for that peace of mind, pay a little bit extra, get that travel insurance. Do not come here without it. That was an awesome lunch. Sands Cafe down here in Pratamnak. It's really, really nice. But I'm really thirsty, so there is a smoothie place up here, which is really nice because they don't add sugar to it. A lot of the smoothie places, they add heaps of sugar. It tastes nice, but obviously it's just not great. So let's go up here and get a nice smoothie. Of course it's closed. Of course. Smoothie place is not open, but 7-Eleven iced lattes are underrated. Okay, so my next point is to not spend too long in Bangkok. It's very easy to fly into Bangkok, because most likely if you're coming to Thailand, you're going to arrive in Bangkok. Spend a few days in there max. It's very busy, it's very city-like, it's very congested, and I just feel like it's not the true Thailand experience. There's a lot of Thais there and a lot of expats which are just working their day-to-day. It reminds me of London. My mistake was when I first come here, I spent about 2 weeks in Bangkok and Khao San Road. I could have spent those 2 weeks in a much better location and had way more fun and seen much more of Thailand. Go to Bangkok, see the temples, and then go to somewhere else. Phuket, Krabi, Phi Phi Islands, Pattaya, Chiang Mai. There is so many places in Thailand to go, so don't spend too long in Bangkok. Now, while I enjoy my iced coffee, my next point is that when you come here, before you come, at least try to learn a little bit of Thai. It goes a long way with the locals. There is even small things such as the taxi drivers. They'll always be constantly asked you, do you want a taxi, do you want a tuk-tuk? A simple reply of "Mae ao kap," which basically means no thank you in Thai. A lot of their faces light up because they realise that, wow, okay, you know, "Mae ao kap," you know a little bit of Thai, oh, it's okay, you know. But simply replying no thank you, you're just fitting like another tourist. Trust me, learning a little bit of Thai here goes a really long way. So I was going to do this in the gym, but there was a personal training session going on, so I thought, you know what, you're just going to watch me work out while I voice over for my 11th point, which is apps you need to have when you come to Thailand. The first app is Lazada. Lazada is pretty much like the Thai Amazon. And the second app is very similar, called Shopee. I've personally used this to buy a mattress topper for my bed because it was rock solid when I moved in. And the brilliant thing about Shopee is you pay on delivery, you pay on cash. So you can download the app, you don't have to put in any card details or anything like that. As soon as the delivery arrives, you hand over the cash to the delivery person and on you go. And the next app is Grab. Grab, you can order food from Grab, you can order taxis. It's pretty much the go-to if you're going to be ordering food. And the final app is Bolt. Bolt is pretty much like Grab, but it's just purely for taxis. It can work out a little bit cheaper than Grab, so Bolt is definitely worth downloading. These 4 apps will help you out so much when you come to Thailand. If you got this far in the video, I really hope that you're subscribed. And if you want to see more from me, you don't want to miss this video here.